Hello, good morning. Welcome to the beauty segment of the weekend show. My name is Amaka, the CEO of JustAmy Beauty. So today I'll be showing you how to do a quick brow tutorial. So normally for me, when people ask me what's the first thing I do for makeup, but when I'm going out or in a hurry, I tell them I like to do my brows first. So I'll show you how this is done. So first thing I do when I want to start my makeup for my clients, brides, anybody, I like to moisturize their lips. I feel like it's good you have your lips moisturized so it doesn't get cracked or dry out as you go on with the makeup. So I just moisturize nicely. Put your lips together. Thank you so much. So the first thing I do when I want to get my brows done, the key thing for brows is the brow pencil, which comes with a spoolie. I have something like this. It's actually very affordable, and it comes with a pencil on the other side. So I quickly take my spoolie like this. I brush up my brows nicely so everything is well groomed. So when I have that done, you could tell that it's nicely done. So I'll take my pencil. One thing about this pencil is that I just roll it up a little bit so it doesn't get too much or break during the process. So I start with the beginning of the brow. So first thing you need to know is when you're having your brows done, there are 3 points for brows. So you have the beginning parts, you have the arch, you have the end parts. So normally you start this way. You put your pencil here, you put your arch here, your other pencil here, and you get to the extreme end. So it shouldn't exceed this point. Okay, so I'll start now quickly. So you just stroke gently. Don't go overboard. So when you get to this direction, you have to make like a curve. And you bring the curve down this way. So now I have like a block form of brow. So what you now do is you shade through nicely. You don't put so much pressure on your client's face. You just have to be careful so you do not miss anything. You could tell that she has very tiny hairs on her brow, so you just have to keep shading so it gets a little bit darker. So you see it's already forming into a very beautiful brow. So you're done with the first brow. So now you have this on already. So now what I basically did was that I just created a very nice brow for her. So because her brows are really tiny, so you have to create something really neat. So it's easy for you to clean up when you're almost done. So I'll go to the next brow. Like I said, I brush upwards, groom it nicely. Then I go with the pencil. Like I said, just start from this point. Don't exceed, don't get to this point. Please, most people try to have their brows done from this side. It's so wrong. You have to not do that. So this is also too. So I'll quickly run out to the next brow. So the next thing you want to do with your brows is that you want to clean up nicely. You don't want it looking tacky. You don't want it looking like you rushed your brows. So this is a concealer palette. So I'm just going to use to clean up the brows neatly. So I put this here and clean up my brows. So what you want to do is you have to tilt your client's face a little bit, then start with the arch. So this part, you have to gently clean up the brows so you don't make a mistake. So while you clean up, you just swipe downwards. Don't rush this. Even if you make a mistake, can be really corrected. So swipe downwards. And I move closer. So we have this part done. So even if your concealer looks like it's looking tacky or whatever it is, you need to have a blending brush, a very tiny blending brush. This is a blending brush. It's fluffy. It's really nice. All you need to do is just dab onto the client's skin nicely. You bring it downwards. Then we go to the top part of the brow. Normally you use a shade, your foundation shade, to do the top of your brow so it doesn't get too white. So you go upwards here like this. You have to tilt your hands nicely. It might look difficult, but not really difficult. So you do this. So you just carefully straighten that. Then you take back your spoolie and you just adjust this part. You make sure it's blended to a skin tone. Yeah. And the last thing I do is to set my brows, which is the last thing you basically do. This is a brow setting gel. So I just do this. I swipe it up. So I set it nicely like this. Viola, now you have your brows done. Okay, fine. You could tell that she didn't have this much brows, but I was able to create something this defined because I made sure I took my time to draw it nicely and I added everything done. So my model, can you look at